Hi guys. So hi guys, how you doing today? Question Friday. It's going to be a short broadcast in one place like this, but hi guys, how you doing today? Question Friday. Sorry guys, somebody insisted when they call it. You tell someone, give me a few minutes. Communicating clearly, but how are you? Today's Question Friday, guys. Ask your questions. I'm here 30 minutes only 30 minutes. Then bring up one of my mics died. I don't know if there's a technician here, if familiar. This DJI, one of the mics, it just stopped working. I don't know why it would just stop working. Does it need some kind of troubleshoot? Just stopped. Your mic jibaluma. So I'm left with one pair. But mwasuze mutia, how is your Friday morning? Bugisu Times, Maseko Association Limited, Moyombia Mark, Zaz David Klaje, Yusuf Binaj, Juma Ali, Yusuf Lugonda. I was watching one of the past episodes and you mentioned one of the rare cars called the Verosa. Possible to find, yes, the Verosas are there. Not in bonds, but in the Vivanda. But the Verosa is the same as the Mark II Grand. Actually, the Verosa is more executive than the Mark II Grand. Joshua Eden Farm, Melvino, KVIP, Paul Sema VIP, Mpanga Godfrey, Walugembe Joffrey, Ronald Mochwa, King Daniel VIP, Jones Info. Arthur, I have followed you so much. I come from Kasese, yes. And at least everyone around me knows that I love cars so much that to that extent of buying a car key. Would you kindly let me know if I can? Everyone can get a car, Uganda the PAL. You know, the thing that limits which car you get is the budget. The more money you have, the newer the car, the bigger the car, the better the car. Which take of course, by the more money, I mean the more money you have to buy a car. Probably also the more money you have to maintain a car. Also, the more money you have to fuel the car. Yeah. Yesterday there's a Volvo XC60 baji mpereza omuntu amanyi nti mama bana yagala nnyo emmotoka za SUV ampereza Volvo X660 mugitegedde eyo ya milioni 15. So anyone that wants to go and enter the waters of Volvos nkubiraako bukubizi oli yajewolerako sente n'agirekayo. Nze sijiyingira naye gwalina milioni 15 ng'oyagala ofaafagana ne Volvo X60 osobola okunkubirako nze n'enkuwa ennamba y'omuntu agitunda eri akabanka oli yeewola ssente ne zimulema osasula kati bajagala milioni 10 n'ezo 15. It's a 2012 model eri ku UBM. Hey, nze sibiyingira sagala moroka yakumbonyabonya. Walugembe Joffrey compare Ractis old model and Raum. I don't know by old model you mean what. Until also Raktis, the old model zilimu nazo biri. There is the first trim. The first trim je tujogamba wa etali facelift ina katala maso no kaula mu emirundi ebiri. Ye trim yasooka enkadde. Then wabao trim zinali nvuga erimu etaala. Eringe ina motor. No, not motor actually. Eringe projector. That one. But all of them, as long as you get a 1.5 liter version, you're good to go. And compared to the Raum, I find that the Raktis kind of gives the SUV vibes. It's a little bit, it's not higher in terms of the car itself, but in the interior, I find that it's the Raktis. I find that the Raktis is more comfortable. The Raktis is more comfortable than the Raktis is more comfortable than the Raum. I've driven both of them. The Raum is kind of lower. 81 simu. Raktis 81 guru. So any day I will take the Raktis. That is the sente zimu. Bobanga totoweronze nyo trim. Raktis era 18 ojifuna ne Raum 18 ojifuna. Era Raktis emiliyoni 22 ebere yenkana ne Raum ya 22. So it depends on what you want. At 15 million, but with a down payment of 8. Now, probably this is one thing that I have to tell most of the people. A car of 8 and a car of 15, the difference would probably be the number plate or the type. But the condition might generally be the same. The condition might generally be the same. Now, apart from, if you're not picky about the type, this is what I would advise. Instead of getting into credit for something that will also need repair, I would actually recommend that you buy a car of 8 million. Now, a car of 8 million is not desirable to many people. Inze, okutambuza ebigere, mvuge muroke ye million omunana. Mvuge muroke ye, so I would advise, nonyayo, muroke ye million omunana. Let me see which cars I can point to. Because first of all, even a car of 15 million shillings will require money. A car of 8 million shillings will require money, but both of them you can get them gazitambula. 8 million Mark to Musota, wajaba ichimoroka bachita Camry, Mark to Musota Camry. It's painful, but that is what it is. Ipsam 8 million, RAV4 old model, Gaia. Primo old model is hard in condition. A condition that desirable is very hard to get a Primo old model. And guys, you need to realize a Morokai accident is one of the things I don't recommend for you to buy. Which other car? 8 million. Starlet, if you get a Starlet of 8 million, it'll actually be in very good condition. Don't buy a Corsa, don't buy a Raum old model, don't buy a Spacio old model. Spacio old model consumes a lot of fuel. Nobody even wants it. Yesterday, someone sent me a Suzuki Swift, and they told me, Arthur, my friend is selling this one. I laughed and I told them, Arthur, my friend is selling this. Someone close to me, my friend is selling this car. If you have someone that wants it, I told him no one will want it. Like I've never seen someone that genuinely just says, oh, I'm looking to buy a Suzuki Swift. No one. Suzuki Swift is one of those cars that people buy when they can't get the car they want, and then someone tells them, oh, but I think you should actually buy this one. Which take it. So guys, ask your questions. Uganda the Pearl, buy a car of 8 million. Don't stress trying to find a car of 15 when you have 8 million. Buy a car of 8 million. You could get these days a Moroka zatabuka Buganda wange. Ero muntu yateleka akamoroka kakaddenga kalamu ye yagala. Let me see which other car can we get at 8 million. Mark to Musota is one of those cars that you should look into, guys. If you can get one at 8 million in good condition, because it's Vivita, it's one of those very comfortable cars. You see, even Verosas used to be 8 million. Try to look for a Verosa and you'll know. Camry, ne Camry gena we da much 3 AC. Cars of 8 million. Also, for a Harrier old model, it's a 3 liter. It's a 3 liter. Where are you going to drive where fuel is going to just go nowhere? I'm trying to think of cars of 8 million. Yeah, you know, cars of 8 million some time ago now are cars of like 12, 13, 14, 15 there. And normally when you have 8 million, I don't recommend you get a car of 15, because the car they are going to sell you at 15 is a car of 12 most of the time. All of them are above 25. Let me think Uganda the Pearl as we go on. Aijuka Blair VIP, good morning. Lawrence Omole, good morning. Kato Muhammad VIP, good morning. Kalwo Hashim, good morning. Ricky Chikawa VIP, good morning. Why is it hard to get manual transmission in the new models? Because they just don't bring them. The importers import what people want, and people want automatic cars. Yeah, and if people want automatic cars, the importers will bring automatic cars, and then that's just how it is. Kariegida Amos Luke, good morning. Sengoba Ibra, good morning. Apija Julie, good morning. Jonathan Semuanga, good morning. Muchunguzi Gerald, good morning. Kakonge Eugene, good morning. King Daniel VIP, good morning. Daniel Martin, good morning. Mugenyi Simon Peters, Baez Wemba Roger, Ntambala Godfrey. Solomon Ogwal VIP, good morning. Napija Julie. My question is, why do mechanics ask us to buy used Japan shocks than buy? Now, this is the thing that happens. There are cars, you see, brand new shocks would be good, but some cars are heavy. Yet most of our importers here, they import the low grade new parts. By low grade, I mean when they go to a factory in China to buy spare parts, you know how Chinese can be. The Chinese will show this person, I have this part, class A, class B, class C, and by class C meaning poor quality, class A meaning the best quality. Our traders here, because they know Ugandans want to buy cheap things, they will buy class C. Class C, when installed in a car, doesn't last, but class C is everywhere. However, a Japanese shock absorber, however old, will live longer than a class C brand new shock absorber. And these mechanics have done it. They have been installing shocks for the past 10-20 years. They have tried putting new shock absorbers, and it hasn't worked very well for them. Now, if you want to put brand new shock absorbers in your car, it would be ideal for you to go to a manufacturer dealer, someone like someone that imports branded shock absorbers, and it's what they are dealing in. Yeah, I'll give you an example. If, for example, I went to China and I got a factory to start manufacturing for me shock absorbers for a car you drive, and I brand them with my brand, let's say Arthur shock absorbers, and I guarantee you that these shock absorbers are nice, that if it dies in the next 2 months, bring it back, I give you another, then you should be confident buying it from me. However, the traders downtown just buy whatever they can as long as it's affordable, and they bring it in the brand new market. So our mechanics have actually tried putting new shocks. There are cars like Subarus, brand new shocks, the fakes are too many on the market. You get, either they will put the new shocks, drive it 3 months, the shocks are dead. So mechanics have resorted to actually putting Japanese shock absorbers in cars like the Subaru. Why? Because the Japanese ones have proven to work for longer than the brand new ones. And there are also other things that, like the CV joints, you guys have bought brand new CV joints are something else. Myself, Nagano Gura, a CV joint, a Japanese CV joint, which they were selling to me at, I think they were selling it 50. I bought a brand new CV joint at 30. You see, a Japanese CV joint never cracks. It never like comes out and stops your car from moving. A brand new CV joint, you'll be turning like this, and then the car will stop moving. So yes, it happens. So Daniel Martin, I guess you have a bit of your answer. Sometimes the Japanese shock absorbers or the Japanese spare parts will work for longer in your car than the brand new ones. So that's why your mechanic is recommending that. It's not like kubane kubipira sorogena muduka na agulira na kwawuda notategeera. Otegeera. But yagezako kumalinnya lye ebipya gye ebyasobola bikuleta. Nile wanaleeta ebipya ne bifa. You're going to say you put fake. You're not going to say they sold you fake. You're going to say you put fake. Ontegeera. So for for brand new parts, it would be a nice thing if you just know a place ng'omanyi nti wano batunda quality kuba bo gye bagula babigezesezza nga bifa mangu. Smile, yes, via the subscription can be done through mobile money. What you do is you download, for example, if you have Airtel, download the My Airtel app. When you have the My Airtel app and you have logged in, they'll still tell you you can actually get a My Airtel, the Airtel MasterCard right there. Then you have a Visa card from your network and visual. Yeah, Presdo, good morning. Arthur, thank you for the program. I want to buy a second car purposely for self-drive next year between Rumion and Paso Sete. Rumion 18, but this Carabi. Maybe next year those cars will be cheaper. Maybe next year those cars will be cheaper. But right now, you can't get either a Rumion or a Paso Sete at 18. You can't. Both those cars, minimum would be 23. And by 23 meaning, very bad, not good. Okay, not very bad, but not good. 25 meaning starting to be good. Okay. Charles Sewaduka Wabenzi Yajivako Katayagara Maka Tugurandi, good morning. Lucky Moze, good morning. Mutumba Padi, good morning. Richard Aki VIP, good morning. Mush Arthur, aftermarket parking sensors reliable. I have them on my car. I installed the aftermarket parking sensors myself. I have a set, by the way. Mush, you should buy my set of parking sensors. I bought two pairs, 2 sets. I intended to put the other set in the Starlet, but then I realized that was really small. Nobody reading these parking sensors for that. But I installed one here. I also have a set of, where did I put that? I have a set of 360 cameras. So maybe, just maybe, one of the projects I'm going to work on, and this I have 2. I'm collecting money, God willing, is a coaster. You guys know those minibuses, coasters. It was about 35, I think, that one. They told me I could get an old one at like 20. Now, I want to build one where which I could also hire out to people with my own driver, so that if a family wants to go for a trip, then they have a bus they can take that has a kitchen, for them to be driving, or friends. I want to leave like 8 seats and then something like a kitchen, work table, and stuff like that for me when I'm and then I don't have to have an office. Ngunda banganzija mu inspection nzija mvuga kibasi kyange nzija mvuga kibasi nzizokola inspection okitegeera, and then I have a bunch of toolboxes there. But that's something for the future. Right now I'm going to work on a pickup. Era pickup kuba ku convention pickup de kyabuze mpise mbikabya pickup, but hopefully this week I'm getting one. So parking sensors, very good when installed the right way. Kakonge Eugene, what would be some repair recommendations for a Mark II Musota still in mint conditions? Mark II Musota, as long as the engine is good, the gearbox is good, it has no accident history, and it has that beams the VVTI engine, you're good. Pose the SCI inzobanga takola. But if Mark II ezo zifanyone wano, we're talking about the Mark II Musota. Zifanye the door panels die a lot, but that's normal. You can either buy replacement ones or just repair those ones. But as long as the door panels are good, normally neka fama ikakama nyo kumenyeka. But as long as you're good there, the engine and transmission are good, and it has no accident history, the rest of the things you can work on slowly. Which take it. Arthur, when braking, the car moves forward, the driver's side. What causes that? When braking, bosiba edeno anchitiza brake zeno ziweddeko okitegeera bidako brake zeno ziweddeko bwosiba emipira giba gino gyonna okusiba, wabula bwosiba guno gusiba guline kutwagusiba gonde kusigala nga gutambula bwosibye. Normally that has been the cause always. Bwosiba brake ziba ziweddeko, you need to check it. Oba womuli omupira guyinza oba gote gusiba, something might be wrong. So oyinza okwesanga nga bwosiba guno gusiba naye guline kusigala nga gutambula. That's from my experience, that's what I've seen. Nothing else should be doing that. Even if your suspension, even nabyo nabyo tebikikola, guyite gusiba. Arthur, I would like to know how many kilometers per liter does Aqua give? It depends. You have to drive it. It depends also on your driving style, but at 20 kilometers per liter. Kansa Patrick Asiku, good morning. Moisiga Isaac, Arthur, what's the price of a 2013 Mark X Premium compared with Gears version? I have to look at the Gears version and the Premium. I have to look at them. I've not looked at them. So since akwagala kulimba. But I can't price something I've not bought with anyone before. But the 2013 Mark X, teziri mu million ana mu 5 kati 2045. After to buy Chibanja Ampola and to buy a project car and you fix it slowly, what do you go with? Pade, it depends on who you are. Nzenga Arthur, Chibanja Ampola kati nze nsobola okukigula. Why? One, I do 120 kilo. Odaba kati nze. From yesterday evening, nva ku mulimu nakavuga 94 kilometers. Yesterday evening, I fueled my car yesterday, and so far by today now, as we talk, I've done 94.7 kilometers. So you see the distance I do. For some people, that's like 3 days of moving. For me, that's not even a day. That's like, okay, that's round trip on Tegeda. So looking at the distance that I normally do, me, I would go and buy Chibanja Ampola if I can't find a car that is in satisfactory condition. But it also depends on what your budget is. And it also depends on how you earn. It also depends on the period they are giving you and how much you expect to earn during that period. Because Chibanja Ampola is not really a choice. Chibanja Ampola is it depends on the condition, your financial situation. If you're not the kind of person that earns enough money to pay off the debt, don't go to Chibanja Ampola. Katiteba choice. I'll give you an example. Me, I've kept buying cars cash. The only time it was a dudu. I was buying it because I was there. I was doing a mini factory and I needed something that could load a lot of things. And even then, I took my car and topped up like a 1.5er, and then they demanded me the balance and I paid it in time. I would not recommend for someone who is not going to use the car for anything commercial to get a car on credit. But people still get cars on credit because they have stable incomes. Nebo bango oli muyiringa athabwali okujja kukatinga boda nti muroka ngenze jikosa inspection atera when you realize nti, for example, in a moroka charging neozesa because I was sure the car pays itself. Mu savings yokayo kaje nkola wali mafuta e moroka yesasula. So I know in adibade nkwesa mafuta agaka kalingenda kwesa gameka ga mitwala 5 eje mitwala 5 sure diru manyino gisa wali yesasule. So it depends. There are so many things that I should do a video on that. Ngeri structured bulungi. I'm going to do a video on that probably I'll upload it next week on who should do credit and why they should be doing credit. Does changing a car steering wheel from original to current digital ones in a way change its stability? Mvuga mark to grand, but I'm getting ideas. If that steering rack was meant for that car, no problem. If you're getting a steering rack for another car and putting it in your car, then that might actually be a problem. So instead of modifying your car, why don't you just collect money and buy the car with the steering rack system that you want? Jose Adenaito Shanko Gibbs, Pasha Advoco Boy, hi. I had a Subaru. I had love for Subaru Forester from 2010-2016, but I normally hear you talking bad. I don't talk bad about them. I talk the truth. We talk the truth, not just the brand, for car lovers across the land. That any day you will choose a Toyota car over a Subaru. Guys, I talk the truth, not just the brand. I talk the truth about Subaru. Me, I'll take Toyota any day because I don't have a lot of money. One, I don't have a lot of money for fuel. Two, I don't have a lot of money for maintenance. Now, me, I believe Subarus are for people that have a lot of money, and I don't. Spare parts for Subaru are expensive. Subarus consume more fuel than average Toyota. I think the only Subaru that I think doesn't consume a lot is the Impreza. The Impreza. But even then, even then, the Impreza maintenance of the Impreza is higher than the Toyota cars in its class. So for me, the not getting Subaru is not about it being a bad car. It's just about me not being able to afford it. If I say that the Subaru is expensive, me talking bad about it, then probably I talk bad about it. It's like when you say I can't afford that woman, omukazi oyo wa bay, ebintu byayagala bya bay sibisobola, mbanjogedde bubi, mbanjogedde mazima nti omukazi oyo mba simusobola. Who villas, Arthur, can I get a RAV4 short at 8? Yes, it will have things to repair, but it will be moving. Just make sure you don't get it with accident, serious accident history. What of 3.5? What do you mean 3.5? You want a car of 3.5, my brother? A car of 3.5 is not even going to be moving. At 2.5, which have Toyota ISIS you can get even the 2011, 2010. 25 is good budget. Arthur, and Mark 2 grand of 8 million. You can't get it. Chairman. Orumu, you know, guys, I've been seeing inspections done by some people, and I feel sad. You know how sometimes we buy a car here and now muga athaneda katatinze nyine muro kazenda babantu zebagula nenga tosola gula Mark 2 grand ya million munaite waba wakulima nto judge, and I know someone will lie to you that you will get it. Chairman Zach ogambo otya, Moses Kagaba hi, Sally James hi, Council Patrick Asiku, Vista Adeo, just buy the one with the VVTi engine and you'll be good. Spare parts are there. Arthur, between 2010 Vanguard and RAV4 Subaru Forester 2010, what do you recommend? You know what I recommend, Pasha. I would never recommend a Subaru. Guys, I've told you time and again. And also, Pasha, the Vanguard and the RAV4 2010 are more expensive than the Subaru 2010. So there is no comparison there. You can only buy a Subaru because it's cheaper than the RAV4 and the Vanguard. Because the 2010 Vanguard used will cost you a minimum of 35 million. A minimum of 35 million. But the Subaru 2010, you can even get 28, 27, yeah, 29 there. So it's the, and I've told you guys time and again, most people that buy Subarus because Subarus are cheap. Yes, Chiruma, yes, na echecho. Abantu abasinga abagula Subaru bagigula because Subaru ya raisi okusinga Toyota gye bali badde baagala. Of course, it's like, you know, it's like how a girl can get married to an old man of 80. Gwali omukazi ayinza okwagala ofumbira omusajja w'emyaka 80 nga alina emyaka 25. Taliyo mbeera. Newe amala omufumbira alina okujanjawaza mugambo omukazi ayagala bbaawe. Naye nga abasigwa ayagala. Okitegeera, eh? So any day you know what I would choose. Sekitagana kuddamu. Is Class C what people call Taiwan? Taiwan is worse than Class C, I think. Katate Taiwan bamwogera nnyo mugundi mu body parts. Mu parts. Eno mu suspension parts nachi ebipya babita bipya. Okitegeera. Even C200 at 8 million is in very good. Ani agambi. Charles. Gomanyi C200 million omunana Charles. Ojirina. But the MasterCard is declined. No, it can't be declined. I use it. Smile. I use the Airtel MasterCard. Let me see if my application is on this tab. I use the Airtel MasterCard for a lot of things. A lot of things. Tebasora ji declining a MasterCard is imposing a toina ako senti. In app teriko kuno. App teriko. But I use the Airtel MasterCard for so many things. Arthur, please advise Mark 2 grand and Toyota RAV4 short. Which one is better option for someone? Short movements, but in the village, 13, Mark 2 grand any day. Mark 2 grand any day. The RAV4 short is not good, and the RAV4 short is uncomfortable. I think as again, mugura Mark 2 grand. Guys, continue buying tickets for the convention, which will hold in. Guys, the convention is happening on 5th September 2026. Yes, and don't forget to vote now. But guys, kuromuka go to convention. Abagendo okuva convention, bagendo okulonda. ye agenda ba convention bagenda okulonda ku lw'omukaaga ali ebweru wa convention talonda naye zino ennaku endala tujja bbawanga obudde mulonde naye ku lunaku lwa convention abali ku convention bebalonda. After I have accepted and put ego aside, where can I get a VIT parcel? That's where my class is. So far I have 7 million, but I am patient. Target is next year. And naye kati beera ne million 12 13 Solomon million 10 jafuna VIT naye nga yakukanika. If you're okay with that, no problem. Guys, it's question Friday. We mala ebibuzo ngamba sibula. Customer ebibuzo ngamba sibula. How much is car painting spatial? Do we have bad and yes, but don't worry. You don't know the difference. You have to see the difference to know the difference. For the people that have worked with me, you have seen my car has a lot of scratches. I have kept those scratches because I attempted to trust someone to paint the car. Paint nechuka. Kati njagala genda bantabwire paint eyonje egulire. Nze njitwale bagifuweko. Na njegulidde. So yes, but you will not know. Some of you guys will never know the difference of the paint. Emoroka isinga kubazifuwako langi yanzigi. Ne langi yanzigi teina nnyo buzibu. Naddala nga tomanyi njawulo. Olaba langi yanzigi yeba n'obuzibu bw'oba omanyi nti waliwo enjawulo. Naye bw'oba enjawulo togimanyi langi yanzigi teina buzibu. It has no problem. Kids bakutereko langi yanzigi. Baluku, good morning. Which is the best oil for service and fuel? Best oil depends on your car. After what causes the brake system to be soft even after changing the master cylinder and bleeding the system? Maybe the master cylinder you put is also bad. That also happens. Plus the vibration when accelerating even after changing the recouple. Did you change the mountings as well? Because mounting geyo na ye kola chikulu waliwo no mounting ye mabega wano okitegeera kati waliwo mounting eri eyawali mounting eyawali ne waliwo ne eri maaso. Did you change? Did you all actually sometimes nabalaze mounting yange je najje mu moroka eggulo eno ye yawali ogiraba when you look at this mounting, doesn't it look new? When you look at this mounting, do you see any problem with it? This is the mounting from my car that I've driven for the past 1 year, but it's faulty. I don't think you guys can see it, but when I press, do you see that it becomes bigger, the gap there? Ochiraba. But it looks like it's good, right? But I used to have a vibration. Ne mounting to jam katatu jizem gatulaba nam. Need to the mounting and the vibration went away. So you need to check your. I take a jukida and the my car engine evako ne mala ne dako. Kati umukuddako engine ebanzi bunye bana. Kati if a mounting ibamu akantu. So you check your mountings, Amos. After 8 million for Mark 2 grand, Justin badde Buuza. Obajeri teri yo David teri yo. After the blade is handling up country trips with ease. Your blade when any show is jikola. You have nothing you can do on the blade. What is the fuel consumption of a Mark 2 grand? 7 kilometers per liter. On the highway probably it can give you 9 or 10. After what's the meaning of gudu? When you engage gears in the RAV4, it will be like something is pulling. It's in the 4-wheel system. Arthur, now I am switching my love for Subaru Forester to RAV4 Vanguard, according to what you have said about Subaru fuel and maintenance. Checho, echo kirungi nnyo ssebo abali munda be balonda. Juliet agenda leeta abantu be bamulonde. You say RAV4 has a gudu. Keka kyako buli woteeka gear mugundi. How do I define it? Mu 4-wheel ate moroka za 4-wheel ezisinga zikirina. Emoroka za 4-wheel ezisinga zikirina kebere TX ekintu ekibamu kiri mu system ya 4-wheel. The best way for you to solve it is by buying a different by replacing that system, but still even that system will get it, so you just, but it's uncomfortable. Arthur, trust the car dock with paint jobs, you won't be disappointed. Me, I don't trust anyone. Those guys, for them it depends on their mood, all of them, and it depends on whether they have a problem. If they have a problem where they need money urgently, they will use your money and use and Isaac, you cannot know gwetosobola kubanja paint ya nzigi, so balina kusooka kufuirako paint ya ddala no Omanya. Me, I know. I tell you, someone can ask you for a like premium charge and still use paint door paint. Most of them use paint door paint. Me, I don't trust those guys anymore. I have to supervise them for them to do what I want them to do. Paint yang enje gulira. Siagala ku bagitabula ndaba bati. Nze. Arthur, can I get good Primo Super at 15? Primo Super is 18 plus, not 15. What could be the cost of a 4E engine overhaul? About 1.5. Mosaic Grand gives you 5 to 6 kilometers per liter, depends on the condition. What car do you think can last 10 years and more without getting tired of it? You getting tired, I can't. I can't tell you which car. I am not you. I am not you. For me, a car that I can live with for 10 years without getting tired is a car that saves me a lot of fuel. Okay, saves me in terms of fuel costs, which is why I drive a Prius. And 10 years, it depends on which 10 years are you talking about. The distance I've driven so far in 1 year, most of you guys will do it for 5 years. The distance I've done in 1 year, most of you guys will do in 5 years. So this car, for some of you, you would have had it for 5 years by now. After someone drive a Mark II Grand for long distance, like Kampala Kasese, while well serviced. Yes. Guys, abantu bavuga vitsi kuvano paka Kasese ne bakomao. As long as you don't overload it. But the Mark II Grand you can overload. Mark II Grand is more kazitambula. Ne just akafuta. Akafuta. Guys, it's question Friday that you can start to ngenda basibula at 40 minutes. I'm going to say bye-bye at 40 minutes. Munanso nyo okujja late. Ila mbasibula at 40 minutes mbekira byenkwasaganya. Guys, question later. What are the most selling cars in Uganda today? You can easily buy and sell. The keyword here is easily buy and sell. Easily buy and sell depends on who you are. If you're a trader who is in trader circles, you can easily sell and buy any car. But if you're not, then you have to find cars like the Primo. They will not be cheap to buy and they will not be cheap to resell, which means you will not sell them easily because you'll be selling expensively. Primo, Fielder, Romion, Auris. Izi moroka zonna abantu ze banoonya era ze moroka ezebbeeyi ne mu kusuubula. Ate era gwe obusuubuzi oyinza obutabusobola because emoroka ey'obusuubuzi oyinza obutasobola gifuna mu bbeeyi eyo ey'obusuubuzi kuba abasuubuzi nabo bangi. Nze mbadde noonya pickup ey'obusuubuzi ne pickup y'obusuubuzi ebuze. Ne nnoonyiza Mama Urban Prado ey'obusuubuzi, Prado y'obusuubuzi ebuze. Kuba abasuubuzi nabo bangi. So emoroka noonya emoroka eziri hot cake, Primo, Nuwa, Fielder, Auris. Koka Auris bw'okasuubula kati ojja katunda. Sijja kugaranti nga tojja katunda mangu because you're not in the business. The car is a Harrier Kaundo. I have been challenged with the oil suits best for goods. And Fahad, it depends on what oil you have already been using. You see, once you start using heavy oil, you can't go back to light oils. You have to stay there or go to heavier oils. So it depends on what oil you are using from the time you got it, or what oil the person you bought it from was using. Arthur, you are my uncle. My name is Chigozi. Mbatatawo sebo, wabagwe Chigozi. Mbachitawo. Which cars do you recommend that have good ground clearance but affordable? What is affordable? Arthur, what is causing price hikes of vehicles currently? One, buying cars, the traders are getting cars expensively. The taxes are also higher. Yeah, and they also don't have cars that they can bring soon. So bongedam, but cars are not really that expensive. I think that the price is what it should be at this time. I think the cars that are expensive are the used cars. The used cars are expensive. Why are they expensive? Because the people that have good cars have to sell expensively so that they can also buy the expensive cars in the bond. After question, if someone was to buy a hybrid, but had a Prius in mind, which one would you recommend and at how much? I drive 40 kilometers each day round trip. There is a Wish hybrid. I've not seen it. Buy it if it's there. It depends on what you want. The Prius doesn't give you 7 seats like the Wish. So you see the comparison there is very clear cut. Bwoba oyagala mita omusanvu, you buy the Wish. Bwoba oyagala normal seats 5, buy the Prius. But then nkozesa wa Shell. Fahad, oil. Tetugamba nti wa Shell oba wa Total, olina okumanya oil ki. Oil ki. Which grade of oil? Is it synthetic? Is it mineral oil? Okitegeera, how heavy is it? What's the viscosity? Those things. After which peak I want a single cabin. But then nonya town S zibona nnyo. Ne nonya Hilux single cabin neebula. Nanonya ko Hilux double cabin za bay. Kati ndabika ndimu kunonya Sahara. What's your experience with the Rush? I don't have experience with the Rush, but I don't like it. It's not worth the money. Ata akasanyi ka mugaso nnyo mu modoka lwaki bakanoonya nnyo. Akasanyi osobola kajja ko you can do catalytic converter delete mu computer ne kavaamu. So it can actually be deleted. What's the consumption rate of a Prado for someone driving long distance? 5 to 6 kilometers per liter. Mukama wange, thank you so much for the show. Now I have 42 million. Which Subaru Forester model can I? Not in the bond. In the bond there is no Forester you can get. Okujango ofuna 2010. 2010 joins ofuna. 2010. After my condition is getting worse, I'm thinking of our private talk to worship the devil. I know that's soon coming for blood. Isaac, sorry. Arthur, can you recommend where I can get a good place for painting the car? I can pay consultation for this and you advise. I don't recommend anyone. They are all the same. You find someone you can trust and trust them. You got actually one thing I've realized, most Ugandan service providers, before you give them money, they promise heaven on earth. After you give them money, then it becomes something else. Right? Sinaba service provider agana sente olwokuba either ali busy tajasobola kukola mbudde. Sinaba service provider agana sente olwokuba ontegeera, it's very hard to get. So I don't recommend anyone. You don't even have to pay me consultation. Bonna bakola byebimu. Era bonna mpozi kyayinza okukola okwangwiza kwe kufuna ka paint akalungi n'atabulamu akabi. Nebange yawuseko kuzira ezina paint omubi. Ngeyawuse katono Sienta. You can't get a Sienta at 15 or a Spacio at 15 that can do Uber. 5W40, that's okay for hard. If you have been using Shell, as long as it's original 5W40, it's good. People have been praising Shell fuel. What's the experience with fuel? Is fuel. Council Patrick Asiku. As long as it works for you. Fuel is fuel. Pade, the lightness kali wano mu 5W40 pade. Tekali mu oil mbu wa Shell oba Total. Kali awo mu 5W40. What's your take on hybrids, plug-in hybrids and EVs? Don't talk about mechanical repair because I've concluded that many of our mechanics don't want to invest in learning new things. Kat, what do you want me to talk about, Arnold? Arthur, you didn't highlight us on why these new Foresters tend to cut oil levels. People use light oils in very old engines. That's the only problem. You buy a Forester, guys. Munzikirize. Ngenda bamutinga for some time. Let me just take off the image. I take off the image. I'll take off the sound briefly, but we're going to continue the conversation. Okay? Ngenda bajjako for some time. Yeah. Omuntu wakugamba nti yogerako ku hybrid. Ne ku EV. Now gane ate toyogera ku mechanical condition kubaba makanika bafete bagala kanika abategeeza ati. Njogere kuki. Lanji njogere kuki oyagala njogere kuki muzee. So guys, I'm going to mute you and take you off the video for some like a few couple of seconds and then we proceeding amvuga mbadde ngenda bajjako naye kati banengeri gye bafulumye katuchukubire ddala gwe ovugira makati ga kkubo kana bo ba mukazi oba musajja kyewunyisa musajja abasajja bena okusobola bavugira ddala ng'abakazi odda makati g'ekkubo oti kale guys, it's time to mute you and take you off video, but don't go away. of cars, Uganda. Life changing moment. I'm walking every morning in the rain. Young teen carrying all the pain. Daddy working all the time today. Believing for your history. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. One car, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of cars, Uganda, changing lives across the border. One car, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. Sing a mother praying late at night. Students just in every little light. Brother trying hard to feed the home. Still strong though he walks alone. Every scar got a deeper meaning. Every soul still believes in dreaming. No matter where you come from today, your story can open the way. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of cars, Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories, your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. One God, many stories, many lives, many glories. For the love of cars, Uganda, changing lives across the border. One God, many stories. Your moment, your story. Speak your truth and take your chance. This could be a winning dance. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. It's less about the car. It's more of who you are. President, that's an eyo jimbulizeeko. Ate ngula nnyo. Ye, ngula nnyo. Katamba Isaac atendaga Arthur, fuel is not fuel to us who it pains. Some fuel gives low mileage. Naye Isaac kisinza n'envuga yonze ndowooza. Ate ekirala, there is you getting fuel that probably you think lasts longer in your car. Nenga, it's damaging your injectors, it's damaging your engine. That's also another thing. Ogula amafuta nga galwamu nga si malungi kati go gasigala ga damaging engine yo. Ovuga emyaka 3 ngo saving amafuta no tayingine. Nzinevuga emyaka nenga engine yange nyonjo. Can I get a condition at 50? Yes. Talking about, you can't get a Ronaldo. I think a Ronaldo yeberedda na RTX ojajifuna million ya 35 na we what. Hi Arthur, I'm doing my first solo drive on the highway this weekend. What things should I recheck before getting on the road to avoid breakdown? Oh, Brizay Kakai, you're coming to Kampala? You should come to Kampala, and when you come to Kampala, you take me to KFC. Brizay, are your tires good? If your tires are good, make sure you have a spare, a jack, a wheel spanner. Okay? Make sure that your lights are good. Ntigaka bulungi. Okay? Make sure that your service is on point. Ngatenna gwako. and change the air cleaner just for maintenance sake, you're good to go. Okay, just make sure you don't have a warning light on the dashboard, then you're good to go. You'll tell me what your experience is going to be. Emipira joji no kubanga kwejiri inflate, give them 35 psi all 4 tires, 35 per tire, 35 psi. Waba ugenda kumafuta bagayi batekema 3.5 ku mipira jonna. Now I know there is a thing that with us Ugandans putting 40 psi in the rear tires. It's not a thing anymore. Abantu bedda batekanga psi ane mabega because emmotoka zawe bo bazitikanga nnyo. Ffe tetukyatikka mmotoka. So 35 is okay for most of the tires. For you guys that want to just make sure that what I'm saying is right, look at the sticker here on the original driver. It will tell you what PSI you need in your tires. Most of our small cars, 35 is good. Kennedy, SF5 is which model? Just tell me models. In the figures, the reason I'm not a doctor or a physician is because I don't cram things. I understand things. I don't cram things. SF5 yeriwa kati eno chimanyi eno 2013 egenda paka 2015 kana 2015 ne bakyusa ne baleeta model empya era eyo 2013 eyejja. Is that the SF5? This is I have a colleague who wants a Hilux double cabin and has 60 eyajja gifuna neta jafuna new model nnyo ajafuna nga kivigo awo. Amina Sozi, essential for the service. Now, why don't you make a saloon? Why don't they make saloon cars of more than 6-speed manual? They do. They do. Well, one of us here drives a Ranex 6-speed manual. Yes, he says it a lot of time. I'm selling a Nissan Honey Elegran 1999. I'm buying it 2.5 inze and at a sijerega. But that's how much some of us buy those cars, those rare cars, because we know it's suffering in premium. 1998, 2000, 1998, Ako, that one you can even get it at like 10 million, 8, 7, depends on who is selling, which condition it is, where the car is. Mbali then Kampala later. I will definitely give you feedback. Amina. But be careful, don't overspeed. There is a temptation to try to want to overspeed. Onwaka unda abadechi. Asali inkirizachi. Moroka ine bintu byebbe gyosali inkiriza. Already tamanyi moroka hiyo gadi ya chama. Dojira side ya passenger. Gadi ya chama da. But go highlights. I would like to make it clear that those cars tezira bikarabika. Mwebuli na itebula bikarabika. Ninga gwemanya 10 million yako okafuna iyo model, and it's one of the good ones. Guys, it's Question Friday. We have been given a new list on the broadcast so we can I met nga hits are more than 6. The saloons, which saloon cars do you know that has 7 seats? More than 7 hits. Peter sikutegedege mazima. I think the translation. And you know the most of the small saloon cars that are 7 CVT. So CVT you can't count gears. They're just bakuguma or rosent gears. Is what is which take gear. Guys, Question Friday. Ask your question Tugende. Gears, not gears. Most manual cars ziko makugia mukaga. Most manual cars ziko makugia mukaga. Most manual cars ziko makugia mukaga. Most manual cars ziko makugia. Kale karatisa kakatu iseko katikeko old model but super. Kanve ku pick up kids from school. I'm going to and ask Amina neyanziza. Nayenze Antonio tobozanga mugaga yagenda okugula nze ngula kifiiriza. Ngula kifiiriza. Nzo ge antandika okwogera ngo linga ayogerera omunyina omugagga wange ayagala gigula. Nze ngula kifiiriza era bwogenda omuganyina mukwano gwange embera ya faamu emusazeeko yeetagayo ka pick up. Talina bulungi ssente naye yeetaaga ka pick up. Okakyakaagala kano bw'otyo. RAV40 eriyo 1.8 mpozi mu gino mu 22 in 2002 jeziri. The 2002 model 1.8 ebiramu engineer primo new model ojagifuna at around 25 million. Ate no 25 oyinza okujja nazo nituginonya nesooke tutawanya bera 25 to 28 million. After, does cruise control on a highway help with fuel consumption? If you believe that maintaining a steady speed helps you with fuel efficiency, then yes. Like, I mean, you say I want to stay at 80 kilometers per hour, then yes. My car doesn't have cruise control. I'd really enjoy it, but my car doesn't have cruise control. But I know the next car I'm going to buy will have cruise control. It has to have cruise control because it's a Vuganyo highway. Have you guys realized that most border guys in Oxford basajja bakuru myaka 5? Have you realized it? Like the border job is giving these guys a new chance to life. How much is the Forester 2013 and it's a good car? Forester 2013 mayinza no jiguza 48 to 52 there. After is there newer with 1.8? No, it's not there. We were the Buuza Amos. Ayagala abere ne low gears ne high gears. Ngatuka na achusa inavuga yo nya na mana flipping a button. How much is the Forester 2013? The 2013 is a good car. I would not buy it, but it's a good car. Me, I would not buy it. Nade no nyaka tauni esingako. Nema pick up zifuse pick up. Nemwe moroka za bei. Atengereza za bei na inga atera ambi. That's the problem. So guys, question Friday. Buuza tugende.
Yeah, we're gonna start. Okay, man.
I woke up in a good mood. I don't know why, dude, but I'm feeling so good, like I want the whole hood. I'm not gonna put on the t-shirt today. Feel like getting me a sweetheart today. I make her smile, I make her laugh. I make her wine, If you feel like getting down, come to me, girl. Feel like touching on, dancing, me, girl. I'll make you one, baby. I'll make you smile. I'll make you feel nice.
After that, I'll take you to my place
where we will play. But before we play, yeah, it's feeling good. Jump. It's feeling good. Ooka. It's feeling good. You guys, can you believe I did that song in what people call depression period? At that period, I didn't know what good was coming. I didn't know what good went. It was a period of confusion. Yeah? Regret about some past and worry about the future, confusion about the present. Depression. That's why I keep saying there is nothing like depression in the world. So enjoy the song I wrote during a period that people call depression. We rule the world. I can't believe I was that positive. Nga nesibiranze mu nyumba gwe mulaba. Ngambero nange. We're gonna make them dance. Jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're feeling good, for the people that went to university, is there a period that is more confusing the period, like immediately when you have after the first couple of months after you have graduated. What your period in Zibo sing you? Like I wrote that song during that period, and it's the same for both men, boys and girls. The period immediately after graduation, a bit very confusing. Kati period ginawandikira mu luyimbo olwo. So guys, it's question Friday. Keep asking your questions. I think guys, this is like the longest question Friday this year. Secho, try to add a question Friday in Pamf with, because we're to wezeze da chikana katwaka kubeda chika abiri ate nga tukyagenda tugenda gwa mukajja mukasawa ya queen kweyagala kwerere. Most university degrees are a scam. No Mose, me I don't think my university degree was a scam. I don't think, you see, the degree I did a Bachelor of Arts in Drama. I was already an artist when I went to do that degree, and when I went to study I went to understand better what I was already doing, and I can tell you for a fact that the way I understand what I do, the people that did go for that degree don't understand the same way. Now, when I add the degree and the passion that I have for what I do, plus is meant to enable us grow in our skill. It's meant to enable us get knowledge that the people that did not go to school don't have. Of course, there are people that did not go to school that are richer than those or doing better than those that went to school, even career-wise. Yeah, what we have university abakola better than abagenda ku university. But personally, abana bange balina okugendayo. Of course, there are courses courses of earmarked nga zoze balina okutandikirako. Why? There are courses that are passion driven. Like you see my course, drama, that course for a person that is already doing that. Omwana tomujjeno bujjano mugagenda okole drama, tojjeno bujja mwana mugagenda okole music. Okitegera, like the kids that did Bachelor of Arts in Music, you don't. Someone has to know. Like I have a sister-in-law of mine, yakola dance. Okitegera, yakola dance, Bachelor of Arts in Dance. Najongera najikola ne ku masters. Na agenda gitola ku PhD. Okitegera, naye toyina wo mugerageranyza ku muntu atabisoma. You get, so I think it's both talent, passion, and of course the love for that particular thing. Era ndoza n'obusawo bwennyini lwakuba nti in medicine eventually someone lives through it n'atandika obikola because emirimu weegiriye. Kyobola nti abantu bafa ne malwaliro, abasawo abamu tebali passionate, but me I would not even take it back. Mbosenga saasoma ku university tekisoboka. Even just the experience of going to university, eje emyaka esatu nyina ebintu bye nayitamu omuntu atagenda ku university byatayitamu, of course tajja kumanya nti birungi, but byali birungi nnyo. So nze abaana bagendayo bagisome. It's one of the reasons I exercise a lot. It's one of the reasons why I run. Ngenda kuddamu okudduka next week, but it's one of the reasons I eat healthy. Abaana bange mbalabe nga bamala university. Okitegeera. So era tewaba alimba omuntu yenna nti abaana bo tebalina tebagenda ku university. Bino tugamba abantu nti abaana bakole course. Omwana bukosi bumuwo obwo simanya carpentry joinery biki bumuwo obwo bonna naye ku university agende. Ensonga yokayoka ino okulemesa okutwala omwana we ku university butaba na ssente. University sibo ya mugaso. And I don't think there is a university degree that is a scam. I think the degree that you're doing should highly be influenced by what you're passionate about and what you want to do when you grow up. Chovolaba nti omwana guidance jafuna wanonga akula okutegeera kikyayagala okukola nga akuze bamuguiding eva kuba n'abaana abagenda nga obugenzi n'amala gakola degree olw'okuba bagimuwadde agaana akola a bachelor of being around so I don't think any university degree is a scam. Can I give you an example? Omuntu nga minister mu government ene eriko omwana we bwagenda n'asoma diplomacy studies, bachelors of diplomatic studies, oyo omwana we tosobola muga nti bachelor of diplomatic studies terina mugaso kuba taata we alina embassy wasobola omugatta n'agenda akola obwa attaché oba obwa ambassador, something like that. Katalina bungamba nti muzzukulu wa Museveni bwagenda n'asoma amagye mbwa amagye n'asoma degree in military studies oba gyeri wesegera. Degrees are not a scam, but the transition from school to the real world work environment is a trying period. Definitely, Amos. And I also think that period decides whether you make it or you don't. Because during that period, a lot of people mess their lives up. I would like to sell my Hilux LNO 107 to buy RAV for 2008. Is it a good idea? I just use the Hilux to travel. Kati gwetunda. Tekaina cheka kuyamba. Okatunda raisi okanguze ka Hilux. Stephen, are you selling raisi? I buy now. Manyize sigula bei, nze ngula chifiriza. They are relatives of mine I met. Nibamuza kati Arthur nakamoroka akagula mmeka. Nimba gamba byange temujja bisobola nze ngeje nfuna mimoroka zange mwete musobola kuzifuna. Naye Arthur owaffe tukyasobola okuba kati level ya CX5 and how much is it papa? Tukyakusobola kuba kati level CX5 sikutegedde kigozi Stanley. Sikutegedde Stanley. Nkatunda 38. My brother, I thought 3.8 over 13.8. Nende gweyo yabagaga mzee nze ngula kifiriza Stephen nze sigula bya kigaga ngula kifiriza fina tubifirwe banange sina nnyo kyengenda kujja kati kanonye Sahara jembangula jonja jifuna mu raisi muko kanonye Sahara yange 38 sizimbye mu mizigo gy'abapangisa mu 38 brother abaana bakuba ekitaala baabo akuba bayakakikuba nekifuuka leero tedina jam muwulidde Stephen atunda double cabin bilioni 3.8 zisibisobole nonya moroka yakola project level yali nnye ya CX5 aba inspection za vits tukyakusobola inspection fee muzee inspection fee sigala yemu oba ogula moroka ya milioni 3 okitegeera just waluka kati abantu abamu benganga kati tompita ku inspectingira waliwo abantu abamu benganga kati tompita ku inspectingira. There is you remember the lady gwe nabagamba eyagula the lady that bought a Romeo 1.8 4-wheel drive and she was complaining about fuel. I got her someone to exchange a car for her and she wanted me to do inspection. But she wanted me to do inspection at a bargain. Nengana. I think there's one thing that I think everyone learns along the way. You learn to maintain a level. No gamba wanowe sivao. Ngabo na airtime nti. Teri airtime wa 10 nusu 10 taliyo. Okisegeera kati inspection yange sente zezo ntono na isizitoolako yadde aba trafficking abasazeeko banoonya bipapula abagala ogula 10 ekyabagobya kiri simple standard akubagola like broadcast enaku zino boziraba towuliriza but sabagoba nti mbagoba sagala bakolera inspection. One thing, someone has 7 million but they want to buy a car of that is worth 10 million. Nakibagamba wano. Nengamba inze okusinga kati okuluma omutwe ng'omuntu alina million 7 naye emmotoka ze million 7 ezimu muzituukako azigoba tazaagala. They end up wanting to make Arthur inspect cars for 3 days. A job that is 1 day. You get good cars and they still don't want them. Ontegeera kati me, instead of wasting time and energy, I would rather do other things. I'd rather do other things during the same period of time than argue or trying to please someone that will not be pleased. Simanyi oba ontegeera. Sani kati ontegedde. Siina gwe nali ngobye. Wabula nagoba abantu abalina unrealistic expectations. Like you having unrealistic expectations is the problem. You have money that only enables you to buy Ipsam, but you say Ipsam sijivuga. Like yesterday, I was supposed to do inspection for a girl. Yangamba avabweru. She has 15 million shillings. Now we created an appointment. Sorry. we had an appointment for yesterday. And that was all good. Then she calls me on Monday and says, Arthur, I am coming with my dad. But because I told her at 15 she could get a Vitz new model or Vitz old model in better shape. And so she calls me, I don't know, I think Vitz, Paso, and I told her a bunch of other cars, but I did not want to guarantee any car until we were in the field. I told her guaranteed cars would be Vitz, Paso. You get? And for her, she was okay with the Vitz. Then I think she talks to the dad. And the dad says he doesn't want to look at a Vitz. He doesn't want the small cars. So the dad says he wants to buy cars like the Rumion, Fielder. Hey, Stanley. Oyo bwe simugoba mbandi ku kikyamu. Ayagala kujja nkolimire. Era I told her you cannot get a Fielder, you can go get a Rumion at 15. Don't come. Stanley njagala nnyo ennaku zo njagala nnyo okwewamu ku mirembe. Njagala nnyo okwewamu ku mirembe. Katukanga te ku birala nkolekoleko ku ne ku birala. Okusinga muyinza okumala olunaku lulamba nga munoonya Rumion 15. Kyembaga nti nyine moka zenda bakati abantu ze bagula essaawa eno ng'emmoloka alinga gye bamukase gula okitegeera. And some people are not some people don't care about your money. Some people don't care about your money. Yajja kufuba okulaba kasito ogende n'emmotoka oba ki nze sikyabikola ebyo. Jakib, I'm speaking too much. Jakib, are you even a subscriber? Because my subscribers know that I talk too much. I've been talking since 2022. It's one of my talents. Jakib, where is your question? Or rather, you don't even have a question. Simon Baker, I got the live chat. Arthur, talk about the short RAV4 second generation. There are not many. The RAV4 shots in that second generation are not many. There are many in the generation, but not in the second generation. Shakib and Jakib, where is your question? Most people will sell you a pair. Okujako Edward, are you willing to buy one bulb for the price of 2? Just buy a pair and keep the other one. Just buy a pair and keep the other one. You'll need it one time. Other than that, bagenda kuguza one bulb for the price of 2. I'm sure you don't want that. Now, where the industry, can I get a Nadi at 5 years, but it will be in very bad shape. Chituf, I know, and you've emphasized your point from day one. There are some impossible, but people want impossible deals where you'll be surprised, Stanley. Nze naina omusajja nga alina million 10 nga tayagala kutundira ku Kalina, tayagala kutunda RAV4 model, nga baagala Rumion, baagala new model, million 10. You know, I think that I talked to him. Simanyitse oba baguladde oba kireka balowooza Arthur yabalemesa okugula emmoloka. Arthur, where did you put Corolla Namukadde? Namukadde sekatawa ya mulina. nange ndaba takyamuvuga bulungi simutegeera oba sente z'amafuta zaakendeera. Jakib, nah, I don't know, you ask your question again kuba sikirabye nkinoonyezaayo sikirabye. He's a newcomer with a metallic case of Makerere. Aha, weewale nnyo Isaac tamanyi nti ebigambo biyitidde. Arthur naye amazima what's so special about the Vanguard? Akamotoka kali expensive. Vanguard is not expensive. Vanguard is a normal price. If you have 35 million shillings, you can get a good used Vanguard. In the bond the Vanguard will cost between 58 and 65 million shillings. That Ochegira, and it end production of the Vanguard stopped at 2013. Ochegira. So probably in the next 2 years you'll not be seeing any Vanguards in the bond. So, Jakib, what exactly do you want me to talk about the RAV4? Jakib. If you have a vague question, a vague point, like talk about, if someone just told me talk about the Hilux, what exactly do you want me to talk about the Hilux? You get Jakib, eh? Chituf Athans je kuwemu sente munamukadde korora amuleka sekatawa bwa asoka agikowa ngambe atha gitunde wagikowa nga tugitunda neta nagikowa yiri Sahara mwe ngenda kola Sahara mama ngenda kola Sahara mugenda kugita abana ja ku convention mujja kugiraba neba VIP bo episode bagenda baziraba ngenda kola Sahara mugenda nakutya. I've been following you for months but I've never asked nor seen anyone ask you where would someone find you off to my office. That's my office number. It's open even now. I am not there but it's open. 0760 045 116. Performance, durability, maintenance and price. The 2019 RAV4, I am not sure about the price right now, but it's a Toyota. There is nothing you can kill. It's a Toyota. Body parts will be expensive because it's a new model. Yeah, suspension, you can't kill it. Like majority of you guys cannot drive a car to the point where you will kill the suspension. That's one thing I've realized. That's why most people will say nakavuga motoka emyaka ebiri sikanika. For most people emyaka ebiri is 20,000 kilometers. Me, I've driven this car for 1 year and I've done 60. You get? So Jakib, there is nothing you can kill about the RAV4. Price, I am not sure. I have to ask. I've not inspected one. All I know is that the RAV4 2012 right now will cost you about 60 million shillings, the 2012 model. So I am thinking the 2019 might probably cost you about 90 million shillings, 90 to 120. Spacio 2007 1.8, don't buy it, buy a 1.5. But the 1.8 is good for you if you're going to drive your car forever. But if you plan to sell that car at any one point, I would recommend that you buy 1.5. Vanguard versus Subaru in the SUV comparison. Vanguard any day. Moses Heath, Vanguard any day. The only reason people are buying the Subarus is because Subarus are cheaper than the Vanguard. You get? What's wrong with Subaru? Subaru engines have no problem, guys. Subaru engines, one, especially the newer models, the FBs, especially the FBs, the FB engines, you can't repair it. If it overheat, you buy a new engine. Ochitegire nenga ate the EJs were very easy balinga bazukola nebo jako ne kastege na muka sound ebe ewedde. And then me, I find that the thing that is wrong with the Subaru engines is the owners. They put 0W20 mu rugezigezi rwabo. Neno MK Dental Hub was a question yonjira bakireka YouTube egikwese. MK Dental Hub, kindly repeat your question. Nderema Alex, BBA Bachelor of Being Around. MK Dental Hub, I can't see your question. I've gone up, but I don't say. Kindly repeat it. So igafa him, near Subarus are okay cars, they are very good. Nebo oreto rugezigeziro mu Subaru engine ogenda kujita. Ochitegedde. Please, what's the negative or positive issues about Spacio 1.5? The only negative about the 1.8 is that people don't want to buy it, and most of them ojakusanga izimu 4-wheel drive. No one wants to buy his Passion 4-wheel drive. The 1.5, the engine might start smoking within a year. Yeah, Subaru gearboxes are better than Toyota. Ish. Me, I don't have a problem with Toyota. I think, you guys, most of the gearboxes that have died, oba mu Toyota oba wa, zifudde lwakuba abantu bazireetako olugezigezi. Kyekine mu engine za Subaru, gwe kasitoleeta olugezigezi. Gwe kasitoleeta olugezigezi ng'obitta. Let me play for you a song that we did after my girlfriend at the time yagamba ne Arthur oli negative kuba wala waleti ezito wa yagala sente lwacho nimba, and then kasayagira acho nenzere omusajja wange ne mugabo manyi omukazi yagambye ndi negative mulabisa nnyo ne tukula bugumu kati muluwulirize ro bugumu. Sito why you make my life easy. To falala to papara. When I'm down, when I'm up, you're stuck in me. Embirigo, no sigumira. Ingamezi tingana kotozi ulida. Hey, tugabigo, netwe furuga. Tumari sekera nga tulifembi. Baby girl, you were rockin' me. Keep you by my side, you were stuck in me. Girl, it's what I feel inside when you're by my side. You speak with the voice, it's in high definition. Take a picture of you, 3 big glasses, making an invention. Baby girl, you were rockin' it. Keep me by my side, you were suckin' it, girl. It's what I feel inside when you're by my side, when you push them, when you push them. Ashes, run them down. Band them down. You're my number, what's gonna become my wife? Band them down. Nabagamba, teria kutwala, teria kuvimba, teria kusobola. Baby girl, you were rockin' me. Keep me by my side, you were fuckin' me, girl. It's what I feel inside when you're by my side, girl. She done a lot for me, so I do the simple thing for her. That she give me one, everything she do give me one, you know. Checho chako la mpe bugumu, mwende yo. Okay man. Muteke dolimba le naimba nga bankoli midday. So anyway guys, question Friday. Question Friday, buuza ngenda basibula noro. Ngenda basibula. There is nothing with the VVTi engine in the Toyota Wish. There is nothing. There is nothing wrong. Kawesa kankutere mwala spasio jigulo mwaka guno. Naye mwaka biguba gugwa kati sije ole. Oleme kufanga toguze spasio. That's why I was telling you. Vanguard is so expensive because, yes, it's a person will get a bond XV or XT 8 million balance. Exactly. And then they will use the 8 million to maintain, while the other person that bought it is not maintaining anything. And then eventually, if by bad luck the engine dies, yeah, that person will be stuck with a car where they have to buy an engine of 9 million. So do you realize that the money they save is not actually money they saved? Christian Mulunga Wasuzotia, after do you realize that double cabin driver is doing more work than all drivers around in that traffic jam? If you are weak, it's like a taxi. Harry and Vanguard compare. Me, I would not buy any of them. Guys, I'm not an SUV person. I think, and it's not that SUVs are bad. I think, for the guys that don't know, this is the Bank of Uganda. Aban, that's the Bank of Uganda. It's the central bank. No, that's where money is made. All the money in Uganda is made there. Okay? Yeah, it's that powerful. That's why it's big. No. You put your money in another bank. That other bank is under the Bank of Uganda. The Bank of Uganda supervises the bank where you put the money. You get? So anyway, guys, question Friday. Ask Tugende. Mwanguzi David, you're laughing because I'm showing people Bank of Uganda. Those new FB engines came with a factory defective piston ring, which led to leakage of engine oil into the combustion chambers. Hence, they consume engine oil. And need the basic risk. No. I know people that have driven those cars for 2 years, 3 years. The problem with those cars is people buy them old and they put 0W20. That's the only problem. There are Subarus, Imprezas that are inspected in 2023. They are still on the road. As long as you start with the right oil, that engine has no problem. Yes, maybe they might have that defect, but that defect is made worse by the oil you use. Money is not made there, but just stolen from there. Bosses he kabana tubaleke. Basoke bate ebirala bajja bitegera nga bakuzeemu. Katugira tubaguza na fiye batuguza. Let them have a bagita childhood. Kabagende nga bayiga mu bintu ebimu. Arthur, do I have to worry about the CVT of the Romeon? I want to buy the brand new one from the. No, you don't have to worry. Just drive it like a normal car, in a Morokachi Crown. You guys, are you seeing the Crown? This is a plug-in hybrid. My God, that's like a 2020 model. Have you seen it? Looks not like Crown. It looks like a Prius. I think the thing with fuel, these cars saving fuel, it has to do a lot to do with the aerodynamics. Kala Crown you buy a Fanana Prius. I think all hybrids are going to be looking the same. I think that's why the hybrids that don't look like that don't save fuel. How about the RAV4? Can I get it around 5 million? Decent condition. 5. Yay! Stanley! Jango Dawe! Neweri I don't have for million and get running up country. If you buy a RAV4 of 5 million, prepare about 7 million shillings to get it in a condition where it will be able to move. First of all, a RAV4 5 million is going to have a bad engine. Sure deal, a million echitundu egwa. Million echitundu sure deal ya kusiba engine. then you're going to have to respray that car. And respraying that car will cost you about 1.5. Obakali 1 million wabata de kolanji yenchi. Then ogule emipira, tejaba na mipira. Ogule emipira ja milioni emu. Then okule suspension emitwalo nga nkaaga. Awogenda up country. Guys, thank you very much for being with me for 1 hour and a half. Yeah, thank you very much. Mwebale kubeera kusalawo kubeera nange ku broadcast yange y'olwaleero. Ngenda balaba mu kimeeza ky'emmoroka mbajjukiza. I would love to see you at the convention, 5th September, guys. The convention is going to be at Bad Valley Theatre. And this year, the theme is fuel efficiency in an age of price fluctuation. We're going to be talking all strategies that help your car be more fuel efficient than what it is right now. Yeah, we have a panel, very important for you to note, a panel of mechanics that are going to be talking fuel efficiency. Diesel, we have hybrid specialists, we have petrol, we have German. We're going to have all these guys, gearbox technicians. We're going to have all these guys that will be telling you how we can manage efficiency of our cars during this time when prices are going crazy everywhere. Yeah, but thank you very much. Bugisu Times, Maseko Association, Moyombia Mark, Zas David Klaje, Yusuf Minaj, Juma Ali, Yusuf Lugonda, Joshua Eden Farm, Melvino K, Paul Sema VIP, Mpanga Godfrey, King Daniel VIP, Walgembe, Geoffrey Ronald Muchwa, Jones Info, Uganda, The Pearl, Wiweka Sese, Ijuka Blair VIP, Kato Muhammad ba VIP mwenamba agala nnyo, Morad K Momo, Ronald M Kasendwa, Banang mwenamba agala nnyo. Our VIP, for the guys that don't know, the VIP guys are people that have dedicated to give me 10,000 a month at least. They give me, some of them actually give me more, but they give me at least 10,000 a month from their cards. Every month, sent Zozi Jewangi or Mutwaro. Every person you see with a green name is a VIP person, and thank them for me, even if you thank them in spirit. Kariagire Amos Rook Smiles, Sengoba Ibra, Jonathan Mwonge, no, Jonathan Semoanga, sorry, Muchunguzi Gerald, Kakonge Eugene. I don't take you guys for granted, by the way. It's for you guys that think it's actually easy to have people watch you every morning. You're joking. Like every morning, Monday to Friday, and people come and they say, I'm going to go and watch Arthur. So that's why I can never take you for granted. Bokuba indicator, what damukeno. Tokuba indicator teno gaziwanga avuga trailer. Joka avuga ka space already mod. Ate chewunyisa musajja. And you guys, I need to do a video showing you how you'd go off the road. Most of you guys don't. Mujira ne mugaziwa ngolinga avuga fuso, olinga avuga trailer, bovako soka no gaziwa boti. Okay, you guys will be surprised. I have someone that was waiting for me. I think from 9 a.m. We're being good to it. Whatever one way parking, I wrote town yes in Ganyazo Namvondo. Nezo Nabazisera. Kari, Daniel Martin, King Daniel VIP, Smile, Luemba Roger, Solomon Ogwal VIP. Ntambala Godfrey, Nampija Joliet, ne wala yako musirikale nga ina uniform ngampi abira smart. Unataka kubayona. Kalivasi mukarabu kawuma. Kalivasi kawuma ngo umuntu akatika parking sensors. Olize yabadambuzo baziri good. That's a parking sensor telling me I'm getting too close. That's now he's telling me that I'm too close. So I stop there. After you no longer run. Thank you, Roger. Someone actually asked me the same question yesterday in my office. Nanga ne director ngato kyadduka. Mbadde n'ensonga yange ne okutandika next week ku Lwokusatu nziramu okudduka. Ngera kuddamu constantly. Waliwo ensonga awo ennekusifu ennemesa okudduka mu nnaku ezimu ezo. Naddala period eyo mbadde neewummuza. Let me change this thing mbasiibule nga mundaba bulungi. Ako ka phone holder ngenda nakakyusa position, but I just have to put a new phone holder. Ako phone holder wekali katulala kano you see me properly. Daniel Martin Smile, Nampija Julie, President Antonio, Prince Stephen UG, Charles Sebaduka Mutumba Paddy, Lucky Mose, Richard Aki VIP, Muosh, Mwanguzi David, Tambala Godfrey, Mwesiga Isaac, Mutumba Paddy, Jumba Henry, Arenaito Jose Shanko Gibbs, Pasha Advoco Boy, Ahu Villas, Xavier Zavink. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chairman Zach, Chairman Waba Kamori. Abari Mukamori, I don't take it for granted. Thank you very much. Twina ekimezo radio sawe mu yennyini convention yanga 5 September kugenda balwa mukaga. Sally James, Akampa Alan, Ben Musafiri, Fahad, Musali Baluku, Kariegide Amos Luke, Balvids, Lucky Mose, David Sozi, Aturinda Dixon, Katamba Isaac Katende, Kanso Patrick Asiku, Mroza Sibamazeyo bantu bangi, Okecho Paul, Go Highlights, Kennedy Aine, Lucky Mose, Mubangizi Emmanuel, Go Highlights, KW Media, Kate Shuraim, Yigafaim, Jakib, Edward, Magembe Frank, Joshua Sisier, Nissan X-Trails, don't buy X-Trail. Don't buy X-Trails. I think there needs to be a lot of change, especially for literacy in our communities, or else the next 20 years, we are going to have a wider gap between the middle class, rich, and low class, definitely. Sponsor your new model at 16. Yes, if it's good condition, it's a very good deal. After between the using truck of 150 million and fuso damper from the bone, which one gives better value? Million 15 rush those twala musino truck and bakuwole empya. Mubanga ddala emmoloka egenda kukola mirimu. Frank, I don't know if you're still here, but if you have 150 million shillings cash, nga obadde okonzenga sino truck, genda bakuwere ddala ya zero mileage ogyetandikire. I'm sure they have financing somewhere. Moses Heath, Simon Baker, Chigozi Stanley, Edward Pro, Naweri Industries, Sengoba Ibra, Kasule Musa, Basic Chris. After I've taken a short pause after failing to decide which car I want. I know. I actually almost forgot Basic Chris that we were going to buy a car. Jonathan Jonan, Edward Pro, MK Dentos, Kandabe. Nakuzemu without actually replying. Christian Mulunga, Love Each Other. Nderema Alex, Jagara Butarikai Roulo, Tarema Godfrey. Which old model and new model, which one is good? New model definitely, any day. New model any day. Will you read our names? Gonanga somye era ne bwe naba 10 njaga soma gonna. Guys, I wish Tarema Godfrey kusomye. Guys, I wish a very lovely day. I'll see you in the evening. Ciao. Boys.